Hello, hello, High Scoopers! Welcome to the High Scoop Broadcast 2024 Season 1 and Episode 1. How was your day? We hope it's smoothly and we also hope this broadcast can make your day. But first, let me introduce the today's MC. Hi, my name is Candice and I'm the head of the academics of the Student Council organization. And today I'm with my partner, which is Nara. And Nara is the Deputy Head of Academics of Student Council Organizations. Nara, can you help me to introduce today's guest?
Yes, Candice. Let's give them a warm welcome to our guest. Hello, Anandita.
Hi.
Hello, Kevin.
Hi.
Anandita is the president, and with Kevin is our vice president of the Student Council 23 and 24. Today, we will be talking about why joining the Student Council is worth the challenge. Our broadcast has purpose to inspire to all of you who is still embarrassed to join school organization, and also to appreciate Anand and Kevin about their reputation and effort to be able to be the president and vice president. So now, let's start the Q&A session.
Alright, so now let's start with the first question. First question is, what motivated you to join the Student Council? And how do you think it will benefit you personally and academically?
Okay, I will start. Okay, is it okay if it starts from me
Yeah,
first?
it's fine.
Izin pakai bahasa Indonesia because you'll hear Kevin's answer in English. So, menurut aku ya, yang memotivasikan aku untuk bisa menjadi seorang OSIS itu balik ke 2 tahun yang lalu pas aku masih menduduki kelas 7 SMP, dimana pas itu aku lagi nyari-nyari pengalaman nih. Aku bener-bener lagi kayak bersemangat gitu mau cari hal yang baru ya. Nah, pas aku masuk ke sini aku nemu orang OSIS lagi nyari OSIS selanjutnya, dan dari situ aku langsung mikir atau aku join aja ya. Sama kayak aku mulai ngeliat kalau sebenarnya di dunia ini tuh kita bisa membuat perubahan walaupun itu perubahan yang kecil, dan itu satu hal yang aku tetap teguh di hati aku, prinsip aku pas itu, dan akhirnya aku memantapkan untuk ikut OSIS pas itu. Dan menurut aku ya manfaatnya itu banyak nih. Secara pribadi aku sangat terbantu dalam hal emosional, physical, sama soft skills yang lainnya. Misalkan leadership ya, aku jadi terbantu banget bisa menjadi leader yang lebih baik ya dari sebelumnya ya. Habis itu komunikasi aku jadi lebih oke juga, yang mungkin sebelumnya biasa aja, tapi karena aku berada di dalam organisasi jadi lebih baik. Kalau Kevin gimana?
For me, I think what motivated me to join High Scoop's OSIS team was actually I saw from the previous OSIS, there was like a lot of people that joined, and lots of them had a lot of good time together. So I was curious, so why not I'll join, because some of my friends also wanted me to join as the OSIS candidate. Yeah.
Okay.
And then after I joined, I really liked the style of OSIS from High Scoop, so that's why I wanted to join too. And not only that, maybe because joining OSIS can help me get a better improvement with communication, and also like other things like what Anandita said, leadership, and like also being able to know yourself more in challenges like this. And it helped me through my personality by I get to talk to more people and also help Anandita lead OSIS in the theme. Yeah.
Untung aja Anandita penasaran bagus ya.
Iya dong.
Oke. Coba pertanyaan kedua nih, Nara.
Okay, what challenges do you anticipate facing as a member of the Student Council, and how do you plan to overcome them?
Kali ini Kevin dulu.
Kevin dulu.
So the problems that happen in student council, most of you guys probably think that student council is easy.
Okay.
Yeah,
A lot
most
of
people say
think
it's
that.
easy, and like they could have just said like, kok susah banget buat kayak program atau kayak event gitu.
Yeah.
Most of them always say that, right? But it's actually really hard from behind what you guys see, because we need to do our hard work by making the proposal, and we don't know if for sure if the theme of the event will be good enough for some of the supervisors and some of the students in OSIS, and some of them might disagree with what we say. So sometimes some of the OSIS team members disagree with what the event is going to be. So it's totally like hard for us to make an event or a program. So obviously being an OSIS is a challenge and also something hard for you to do. But I learned in OSIS to never give up. So
Yeah, well, never give up guys, never give up.
Uh,
Analita maybe?
Aku mungkin mau melanjutkan aja ya dari Kevin karena aku setuju banget kalau menjadi anggota OSIS itu bukan sekedar easy for you guys, tapi sebenarnya ada banyak ya di balik kata itu ya, dan nggak bisa diremehkan gitu aja. Dan menurut aku bukan cuma anggota OSIS ya, tapi semua orang harus punya satu kemampuan, yaitu komunikasi. Menurut aku untuk menjadi manusia yang bisa berinteraksi dengan manusia yang lain itu adalah melalui komunikasi yang benar, yang baik, yang jelas ya. Jadi dari OSIS mungkin yang menjadi masalah juga itu juga komunikasi ya, karena komunikasi itu nggak selalu smooth sailing ya, ada aja masalahnya, ada aja ups and downs-nya gitu sih.
Ada yang suka diam, ada yang suka ignore gitu.
Betul.
Yeah.
Nah untuk mencari solusinya ya komunikasi kan.
Yeah.
Jadi semuanya terikat sama komunikasi.
Sometimes other kayak people's expectation juga. Sometimes they were asking us kayak why we don't have program gitu-gitu.
Iya betul.
Right?
yeah.
So we kayak we need to do the program.
Iya.
Padahal like it's so hard to apply the program.
Iya.
Okay, next question. How do you plan to balance your academic responsibilities with the demands of the student council?
Dari aku dulu ya, karena aku sharing aja ya, karena udah lanjut 2 tahun sebagai anggota OSIS. Aku kelas 7 jadi wakil, naik jabatan jadi ketua, dan aku udah dilatih tuh dari kelas 7 bagaimana cara membagi waktu dengan baik. Nah dari situ tuh itu benar-benar ibaratnya kayak challenge terbesar aku, karena aku benar-benar masuk high scope langsung take the risk to be an OSIS member, dimana ternyata nggak yang aku expect kan, dimana di sini kurikulumnya internasional, yang sebelumnya aku berada di sekolah yang kurikulumnya nasional, jadi benar-benar culture shock, dan aku langsung mendapatkan jabatan yang bisa dibilang cukup tinggi ya. Nah dari situ aku berusaha mendapatkan support yang cukup dari keluarga dan teman-teman. Aku harus make sure kalau aku itu happy ngejalaninnya, aku nggak terlalu terbebani, dan paling the easiest way to be able to sort out your schedules itu paling ya bikin kalender aja ya.
Yeah.
Misalkan
To-do list maybe.
to-do list. Kamu misalkan tipikal orang yang harus diingetin terus. Sekarang tuh semua ada solusi. Ya pakai alarm aja gitu di HP. Ya kan, misalkan ada les, tapi ternyata ada meeting juga nih dari OSIS, atau mungkin ada pertemuan di mana. Nah, dari situ kita jangan langsung ngelihatnya kayak sebagai beban, tapi kita ngelihatnya sebagai kesempatan ya. Gitu sih.
For me, how I manage my time in academic calendar and also how I manage my time in OSIS is when I was going to join OSIS, I joined a program outside of school that
Okay.
also talks about time management, and it also affected my daily schedule and also how I organize my schedule. So aku itu so I don't like have a broken schedule. So like for example, I know when to do this, when to do that, so I have it all organized.
Iya. Maybe at certain times pasti merasa capek ya,
Yeah.
packed banget schedule-nya, tapi kalau
It's worth it.
it's worth the
Yeah,
pain.
it's worth it.
Iya.
Okay.
Okay.
Pertanyaan selanjutnya. In what ways do you think you can make a positive impact on the student body through the student council?
That's kind of a hard question.
Okay.
In what ways do you think? Sometimes my plan is because OSIS has like a positive community, right? We all support each other, and we also like help each other through teams such as in OSIS, there's divided into 5 different teams, right?
Yes.
And those all teams will support you throughout all your work, and like they will help you through your group work and in OSIS work. And in OSIS, we're not like here just to like just sit down and not talk about anything, because
Yeah.
in OSIS we're like really helping each other out and helping each one another. And I think that OSIS can make a academic can make the outside of school more positive, because by making some programs such as the podcast that can
Yeah.
motivate some other people. For example, the people that want to join OSIS but don't know if they're scared enough or they think that they're too nervous. Well, the podcast can be an example for positive impact towards students, and also it can make them more motivated to join student councils or get out from their comfort zone. Or yeah, that's it.
Iya. Lanjutkan aja ya dari Kevin lagi ya.
Yeah.
Menurut aku itu benar banget. Kita harus bisa keluar dari comfort zone, atau mungkin OSIS bisa jadi peluang atau jadi kesempatan. Dan menurut aku seorang OSIS bisa menjadi seorang representatif dari from all students karena OSISnya sendiri. Maksud aku ya, dari OSISnya sendiri itu maksudnya anggota-anggota OSIS ini kita harus punya apa ya namanya, kayak silaturahmi dulu antara satu sama lain. Harus udah mingle, harus udah ada apa. Berarti kan itu udah positivity tuh ya, udah seneng ngejalaninnya. Menurut aku dari kesenangan itu bisa di spread ke normal students juga.
Yeah.
Sehingga mereka jadi bisa kayak, oh ternyata OSIS senang-senang ya, walaupun mereka thick and thin tapi ternyata bisa juga senang gitu.
Yeah.
Menurut aku kayak gitu.
Okay. That's a really good answer. And let's next to the last question. Are you guys ready?
Ayo.
Okay. What personal qualities do you need to have in order to be a part of the student council? Your own ability maybe, like quality.
Aku ada 3 kata kunci, yaitu leadership, empathy, and communication. Sebenarnya masih ada banyak lagi ya,
Iya.
tapi menurut aku itu 3 kunci penting untuk membuka pintu ke banyak kesempatan di dunia yang mungkin kita belum lihat sekarang. Tapi kalau kita lakukan sesuatu, mungkin kita bisa lihat di luar ya kan? Betul. Nah, dari leadership, kalau kamu punya leadership dalam diri sendiri, menurut aku itu bakal menjadi aset tersendiri ya. Habis itu dibina di OSIS, diasah kemampuan leadershipnya. Menurut aku itu
Bagus.
wah bagus banget. Habis itu yang kedua apa ya? Oh, empathy.
Oh ya, empathy.
Empathy itu penting banget karena kita di dunia ini nggak bisa melihat diri kita sebagai seorang yang sangat besar atau kayak punya jabatan paling tinggi, seseorang yang paling reputasinya besar lah. Nah, nggak bisa. Karena kita semua derajatnya sama, dan menurut aku punya empati itu penting karena kita peduli untuk orang lain dan orang lain akan peduli juga kepada kita. So you do you, I do. Gitu lah ya. Pokoknya gitu. Sama yang terakhir komunikasi. Aku juga tadi udah bilang kan, komunikasi itu sebenarnya kunci untuk membuka pintu yang sangat banyak. Karena kalau kita nggak berani mulai komunikasi atau mulai kontak or relationship or anything like that, itu pasti nggak akan jalan, nggak akan berubah, ya kan? Bener kan?
Yeah.
So if you do something, if you start something that impacts positively to others, tapi juga positively impact yourself, I think it's good. You will start a beautiful journey from there.
Kevin.
For me, I think the personal qualities that I need, or we all need to be in OSIS, is kind of like Anandita, but I also have different words.
Okay.
So mine is confidence. Confidence is always key,
confidence.
because if you're not confident enough, then you're not going to do anything in life. That's something I can say. Because most people are like scared, like they're not confident of themselves.
Like they're
Like,
too
Keluar dari
insecure.
zona nyaman gitu
yeah,
ya.
like that. For example, you're in a new group or a new class, terus mereka nggak mau, they don't want to get out from their comfort zone. Most of them are scared and they're not confident enough of themselves. Then just be confident, because yeah, we're all humans. So just be confident.
Pedein aja dulu gitu.
Yeah, like that.
coba aja dulu guys, gas.
Coba aja dulu.
And then my second is definitely being kind to others, because obviously being kind is great, because if you're not kind towards other people, then they're not going to be kind to you.
Yeah.
For example, you bully other people, then they'll bully you. But if you're being kind to them, they'll be kind to you. Like for example, you wave hi to someone, they're gonna wave hi back, right? And that's gonna happen like that. That's just like how it works. And never give up. Yeah.
Never give up. Kalau menurut host-hostnya gimana nih?
Qualities ya.
Iya,
Duh, hampir mirip sih sebenarnya.
masa?
Cuman ya confident, leadership, and maybe do you have another answer? Ya, integritas.
Anak high school banget.
Karena
Aduh.
sebenarnya integrity is not always about money, tapi kayak integritas juga tentang misalkan kita disuruh selesain proposal saat ini juga, atau mungkin 2 hari kemudian, terus kitanya malah main game, terus kitanya malah nggak ngelakuin apa yang disuruh supervisor, terus kita malah berbohong, itu juga termasuk nggak berintegritas. Sama pastinya tanggung jawab juga. Jadi kalau misalkan you already take the risk, kalian harus berani dan harus bertanggung jawab dengan apa yang kalian lakukan. And also pastinya kan dengan inspire others, we have to be like responsible. Jadi kalau misalkan kita responsible with our act, with our mouth, terus kayak what we say, jadinya orang lain pikir kayak, oh ternyata anak-anak student council itu baik-baik ya, mereka join student council jadi baik banget, terus jadi inspire others to be more better version of themselves. Nara,
Mungkin aku mirip dengan Gendis. Kualitas-kualitas yang kita butuhkan dalam student council, mungkin aku tambah dikit.
Santai.
Mungkin kita kalau membuat kesalahan dikit, make small mistakes, itu gak apa-apa. Kita itu
Normal.
ya, we are just normal human beings. Kita nggak ada yang perfect. Tidak apa-apa kalau kita membuat kesalahan dikit, dimarahin sama supervisor juga gak apa-apa. Kita belajar sesama untuk menjadi student council yang baik dan bisa sukses.
Iya.
Tapi kita harus pinter ya.
Ya, karena pastinya di student council juga kita like we learn there, bukan, jadi kalau misalkan kan banyak juga tuh yang takut kayak, oh my god I'm not that good in design, or I'm not that good in other else, but if you have like one capability or like ability, dan menurut kalian it's a positive, masuk aja ke, atau coba aja masuk ke student council, karena balik lagi in student council we learn there, and nobody is perfect, human make mistake.
Nggak dosa kok, nyoba nggak dosa. Yang dosa itu kalau kalian do something bad and it hurts
Other people.
other people.
Not responsible with your act.
Iya dong.
And
Orang lain.
yeah. And not only student council, but like there's also programs out there that you can try out. Yeah, not only student council. You can maybe try out like, I don't know, something good for your future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I highly recommend going here first, karena student council bener-bener bakal ngajarin kalian the fundamental things. Mungkin kalian bakal bingung kali ya, kayak aku belajar apaan sih selama 1 tahun ini. Tapi aku yakin kalau orang yang selama ini ngerasa punya tanggung jawab sebagai student council member, pasti realize kalau ternyata aku udah belajar banyak banget selama 1 tahun ini.
Yeah.
Secara nggak langsung ya.
Secara nggak langsung pasti ada efeknya ya,
Iya.
ya kan? Pasti
And it's
membuat
always positive.
always positive. Tergantung gimana kita
Bereaksinya juga.
Bereaksinya
menerima
ya.
juga.
jangan jadi orang yang reaktif ya, kita harus jadi orang yang proaktif.
Okay, can you give a message to other students who want to join the student council so that it can inspire them to be more active in school activities? Sebenarnya udah dijawab ya, cuman ini kayak biar lebih kayak lebih keren lagi.
Emang ya, asli. Menurut aku pede aja dulu, nggak ada salahnya pede. Kalau kamu over pede itu bakal gak bagus buat diri kamu, tapi kamu pedein dulu aja. Kamu udah punya kemampuannya, kamu udah punya backup, kamu udah matang persiapannya, gas, pedein aja.
Matang.
Ya nggak.
Matang.
Iya, kalau Kevin gimana?
For me, just be confident, because if you're not confident, then you're not gonna be nothing. You're gonna be nothing. You're gonna be raw meat, like that. And yeah. Then I also have a quote, which is, orang yang keras kepada diri mereka akan hidupnya mereka akan menjadi lunak. Now that means like
Oh my God.
whoever does their work really hard, they're gonna have an easy life in their future.
Jadi
because-
kayaknya kalau ada orang yang sedih, go to Kevin aja nggak sih? Kata-kata keren banget.
Next pasien-pasiennya dia banyak deh.
yeah.
Okay, thank you so much Anita and Kevin.
Thank you so
to come to our
much.
broadcast. Thank you so much to inspire others.
No.
Okay, see you to the next broadcast in the season 1 episode 2. Bye bye.
Bye.